In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 main ways that we have generated thousands of leads for my service-based business over the last few years, so you guys can hopefully implement these and get the exact same results. Now, not all of these are going to be quick switches that you guys can flip and immediately turn on. All of a sudden, you're generating thousands of leads. It just does not work like that. Most of these things have taken time to compound and to build, and now it's almost on autopilot. We don't have to put too much effort in, and we're still consistently getting leads because of all the work that we've done in the past. So the very first thing that we've done is focus intently on our product. Most people can't generate leads because your product sucks. And even if you're able to generate leads, people are not going to stay long enough for you to get a good LTV, to have profit, to reinvest back into the product or into ads and actually generate a return. So the very first thing you need to do is understand, okay, what is the product that these customers are buying? What is the result that they're trying to get? And how can I make sure that I'm guaranteeing that those clients are going to get that? They're going to feel satisfactory during the entire process. And overall, they're going to leave saying, wow, that was a great experience, and either want to keep coming back and keep paying, or they're going to go and tell somebody else. Now, when you can do that, when you can be centered around your product, everything else is going to fall in place. But most people don't think about that. They just say, hey, I want to make the quick money now. So how can I just spend money on marketing to make money back? How can I extract value from the customer, as opposed to, hey, how can I make this experience better from start to finish and everything in between? And when you can do that, I promise you, you will consistently get leads and your LTV will be higher and you guys will make more money. But most people do not focus on it, and most people, their product sucks. So number 2 is asking for referrals. So when you can actually have a good product, people are going to talk. Word of mouth is going to be great, but it's not necessarily going to be enough. If you want to throw a little fuel onto the fire, it's simply just asking for that referral. So what we have done and what I have noticed in the past is anytime that a customer has great success or they feel really good about the product or the service, that's when we want to ask for a referral. Hey, is there anybody that you know that would also love our services? Do you have any friends? All right, we do basketball training. Is there anyone that you're friends with that would also love to come in? And most people just thinking about themselves, they don't always feel incentivized to tell somebody else because, again, they're just focused on themselves day to day. People are busy. But when you can mention it, that's when they can start to think, oh, this person would be interested. This person would be interested. And then you guys can also start to incentivize your clients to tell other people. So you guys can set up referral programs. You guys can run referral events, promos, things like that, where, hey, if you bring 2 to 3 clients in this month, we'll give you a free month, right? And you can obviously tell the clients this during the sign-up process, hey, we have a referral program. If you can refer us 3 clients, you guys get 1 month for free. This is an easy way to ask for referrals and incentivize people to get people talking. But again, still based around having a good product. When you do that, everything is easier. Even if you have a great referral system, but your product sucks, most people don't really want to talk about it because they're labeled as someone who recommended something that sucks, and people don't want to do that. Number 3 is leveraging social media. So this is something, again, that takes years to build. I built up 50,000 followers. That wasn't completely centered around my local market, but I was able to generate a lot of interest from the local market. The other big thing that I have noticed is just social proof. Even if you have, say, 50,000 followers and they're not all local, when people go to look you up that are local and they see 50,000 followers on your Instagram, that immediately gives you kind of that social proof of, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. So that's something that's definitely been able to generate leads through my Instagram, but it's also, you have to be strategic. So it's not just passive, hey, post content, or even just posting things and just trying to sell stuff. It's just posting value, and then the occasional, when you're DMing someone, when someone shows interest, when you see someone's local, hey, I'm going to message this person. I'm going to use my stories effectively to try to get people to inquire, because again, people are often passive on social media where they just click. They're not always going to think, hey, I'm going to reach out to this person and inquire. You need to make it as easy as possible. You need to have a clear funnel from your Instagram to your website to get these free leads, to get these contacts. You need to post stories and say, hey, are you interested in this? If so, DM me or do this action. You need to give them a call to action and make it easy for them, as opposed to just posting content, throwing stuff out there and not necessarily trying to get anything coming in towards you. Now, the 4th thing, which is pretty simple, is just having good SEO. And again, this is something that takes time to build up. So when people look up basketball training near me, basketball training, Lowell basketball training, Woburn, which is what we do in the area that we do it in, people are going to find our website at the top. And you can also generate more Google reviews, a lot more 5 stars. So obviously SEO, you got to have a decent website. You don't have to have anything crazy. And you also have to have a place where people can easily inquire. You go to my website, free trial, boom. That's the first button you see. You click that, you add your information, you can get a free trial. So you want to give them something on your website. And when you can have good SEO, you're going to start to drive traffic naturally to your website just off of Google searches alone. You don't have to run any paid ads, you don't have to run any Google ads. When you just have good SEO, you're going to be getting natural traffic and people that are interested in what you guys are doing. And when you can have a good enough website with a clear call to action, you're going to start to generate leads that you can then call, that you can text, that you can add to your email chain, all of that kind of stuff. Now, the fifth thing, once we had all of that, once we have a good product, once we have a solid system in place where we know what we're doing, that's when we want to throw fuel onto the fire by doing paid ads. That's when I started to do Google ads. That's when I started to do Facebook, Instagram ads. And when we did that, that's when we saw a great return on investment. I would say every single business should be running paid ads to some degree, whether it's Google ads, whether it's YouTube ads, Facebook ads. It obviously depends on what you guys are doing, what your service or what your product is. And you just need to know your market and how to actually structure and do that. But everybody should be doing that after they focus on everything else. Because again, if you don't have a good process for how you handle these leads, right? I give you a lead, it takes you a day to answer them. You don't have a clear process of how this person goes from lead to client, you're gonna fumble it. You're gonna be spending tons of money that you're not really getting a return on. So when you can do everything else, now sometimes you need to run traffic so you guys can find the gap in the business and realize, hey, our process here is not good enough. We need to clean that up. Let's turn the ad off, clean that up. Okay, now let's turn the ad back on. Cool, that's better. Now we're getting a better return on our investment. So sometimes you obviously need to do something to find the gaps and the constraints in your business. But again, for most people, I would just say recommend, hey, focus on everything else, dial everything else in, then start to test, run some paid traffic. If you guys don't know how to do that, you guys can contact me. You guys, my email is on here somewhere. You guys can message me on Instagram, TGL Training, Tyler Leclerc, 22, whatever, and I'll help you guys do that. But every single business should be doing that. It is literally just putting money in and getting money out if you guys can do it right. Even if you're generating a 1 to 2, 3x return on ad spend and you're able to get that LTV higher and keep them on the back end, just break even on the initial ads. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to test your systems. And then obviously you guys can work on everything else around that. So those are the 5 main things that we've done, 5 things that we continuously do. We're constantly focused on the product. We're still improving our social media. We're still improving paid traffic. And how do we actually do that? How do we hack Facebook and Instagram ads so that way we can actually deliver the best return on ad spend possible? So obviously a lot of different things going on, but these are the 5 things that we've done consistently, and we're consistently getting leads. I've probably gotten 10, 20 leads today without even really any crazy ads running. So that's how we do it. Hopefully this helped you guys. See you soon. Peace.